Hi everybody, Dr. Incompetent here, and I'm going to give Slay the Spire a little reboot. I love this game. I've played a bunch of this game, but I haven't played in a while. And so I took a little bit of a break because I was playing it non-stop and just needed to kind of cool my heels. And I thought this would be a good time to get into it and work on ascending. And I would like to try and work on the Watcher, the newer character. I actually was not playing when this character was released and hadn't been for a while, so I don't even have it fully unlocked yet. I am on Ascension 2, so I basically just beat the game and beat Ascension 1, and I want to continue to learn the class as I try to get up to Ascension 20. So hopefully you can learn along with me and offer me any advice about this particular class that I don't know about, because what I don't know is pretty large. I do enjoy this class though, so let's just dive into it. Alright, Mr. Whale. Yes, another try. Let's see. So what can we do here? We can remove a card from our deck. I can get 7 max hit points. I can lose 7 max hit points and get 250 gold, or I can lose my starting relic and get a boss relic. So the thing that the relic does for the Watcher is give you this miracle card, so it's like 1 extra energy for the use of a card that you can retain. So boy, you know what? I love this pure water. It's cool. But it's not necessarily essential. I don't want to remove a card from my starting deck. I don't like doing that out of the gate. You know, if you look at the starting deck here, I've got 4 strikes, 4 defense, eruption, and vigilance. And so, you know, what am I taking out here? I can't really take out a defend because it'll leave me too vulnerable, and I don't necessarily want to take out a strike either. Like, in my opinion, the balance is okay. Yes, I eventually want to remove those weaker cards, but only after I get better cards first. 7 max hit points is okay. That's fine. I definitely don't want to lose 7 just for 250 gold, because if I look at the map, I mean, I could take this and then immediately go into this merchant and try to use that 250 gold to buy something that would help me out. Now, the nice thing about gold is at least it's versatile. Like, I could buy a premium card or 2, or I could buy a pretty nice relic for myself. And, you know, so that's amazing. However, there's no guarantee that the merchant's necessarily going to have anything great. Now, that being said, a random boss relic, I could get a bad one, and then I would be bummed that I don't have that extra energy. Because from what I understand about the Watcher in my experience so far is that it can be very, very powerful. She's really, really strong. However, she has some inconsistency problems where you don't get the stance change that you're looking for, or you don't quite have the cards to combo that you need. So getting the extra energy with the miracle that you can, you know, sit on can help get you over the hump on certain turns. So that is nice in helping balance her out. Also, this, you know, combos well with lots of other relics and cards that you can get. God, the more that I actually look at it, because of the way that I get a merchant right out, I'm going to take the 250 gold at the expense of 7 hit points. Normally, I just kind of write that off, but I get a lot of wiggle room. I'm only on Ascension 2 here, so this is great for me to learn as I go, because, you know, as you ascend and it becomes way more brutal, the decisions get more meaningful, and you know, your wiggle room and margin for error just reduces so dramatically. But right now I'm pretty high, so I'll take this and just kind of see what this is like. All right, so I will start here because I will get the option to go here and then maybe to a second shop if I really need it. Like if there's nothing to buy, if I whiff at this first shop, I can use all this starting money to get something really, really strong. Let's look at how many campfires we've got. So, you know, this path gets 2, 3, and then, so even this left side also has the most campfires on it, which I quite like. I mean, I'm not necessarily too worried about storming down elites right now. I prefer to kind of get my deck strong and then take on elites. So maybe if I get some great stuff, I can swerve over and try to pick off elites. But for now, let's just go here. All right, so this is about as reasonable of a spread as we could expect with this starting deck. Alright, so we have 13 damage incoming, and I can easily take that down with 2 cards using all of my energy. This is a time when it's actually probably in my interest to miracle and strike one of these louses just to get their curl up out of the way so that I can kill one next turn. So I will Vigilance. It also kind of sets up really well that I know that in my next 5 cards I'm going to get the card that enters Wrath. And so if I go Vigilance first and then I go into Calm this round, next round I can exit Calm and then just do a crap load of damage with 2 extra energy in Wrath. So I will Vigilance and defend, and then I'm going to use my Miracle, and they both have the same curl up, but this guy has less hit points, so I'm just going to prime him for death next round. So next round, just with a basic strike, I can take this guy down if I want to, so let's just end the turn. We will block all of this damage, and that's fantastic. Now, yep, we got Eruption, which we can do 9 damage with, and then enter Wrath. However, it takes 2 energy. We will get 2 energy back from leaving Calm, exiting the stance, and so that gives us 2 attacks that we can use. So if I put 9 here and then kill this, I'm going to do 12, and you will have 10. So I can kill everything here by doing this, and then, oh, I completely did my math wrong. It will have 12, but luckily 12 still works. So I can just kill this one and then kill this one, and we win. Alright, we get some money and a dexterity potion, which is very nice. So, I mean, for an elite, this is pretty prime to just make all of my blocks that stronger, and then let's see what we got. So, out of these cards, I'm not huge on Wallop. It does 2 things, you know, it gives you block and some damage, so that's kind of nice. You know, and if you're in Wrath and this is doing 18, and then you get 18 block and you do 18 unblocked, I mean, that can be amazing. But the fact that it costs 2 energy early in the game, for me, I don't know. I'm just not sold on it. Maybe I will be. Maybe I'll see how awesome this card is later. But for now, both of these cards are pretty nice. And what I mean is they are just basic attacks, but they're attack pluses because they do more than 6. So this, for 1 energy, I'm doing 9 and exiting my stance. So this is really great for getting out of Wrath if you need to, or getting that extra 2 energy if you're in Calm. This, however, follow-up is really sweet if you're going to combo, because it's like a free 7 damage. You get the energy back in a way. even though I only have 2 ways to get into stance, I am going to take this just because even if it does nothing, it does give you 9 damage, but the upside of being able to get out of Wrath makes this quite nice so that I can Wrath more easily. I just like that card. A little extra protection. So let's check out the merchant with our big stack of money and see what is available. Okay, so the ornamental fan is pretty fantastic. It makes me feel bad that I didn't take the follow-up card. The ice cream is also really strong. I mean, this is good if I wanted to go, you know, sniping elites. Now, when I look at the other cards, that are available, I don't believe I'm interested in either of these colorless cards right now. This is fun for a long fight, but we're dealing with stuff up front that I like this card a good bit. And the earlier you acquire it, the better. It's also really nice on the first floor because a lot of things you can just kill right off with 10 damage. This is so tempting. But 4 block isn't huge, and I don't have a lot of 0 cost attacks right now. I like this card also a lot. Geez, yeah. Because, like I said, the consistency issues. So, scrying and drawing while doing more damage than a regular attack is pretty tremendous. I think what I'm going to do here, and this is, you know, most probably a mistake, but I like the idea of these 2 cards here. So that's, you know, roughly 200, and that would leave me with 150. And I actually could buy this and then go trying to, you know, murder elites. The first elite I fight would be really easy with the 2 dex and the 2 strength, or relatively easy. But this isn't great for fighting elites. It's very unlikely that I'm going to get to do anything but 10 damage with this. But sometimes you just got to swing for the fences. And I'm going to swing for the fences. I'm going to try to get some good elite artifacts here. Alright, so because we want to fight an elite, I'm looking at our path, and again, I still think the left side has the most fires, and it does, and so we can go over here and get this elite, and then depending on how well we do, we either rest or upgrade a card, and then we could take this elite or skip and go for the really, really tough elite. And then there's even another elite over here before the final boss fight, and we are fighting, okay, the Hexaghost. Alright, no problem. Alright, so let's stay to the left. I don't want this merchant because it's a wasted square for me right now, so let's go here. Alright, so we get our buddy the Jaw Worm. Alright, so the first thing I always enjoy doing is just seeing, yep, 12 damage coming in. Can I handle that? I can handle that very easily by doing Vigilance and then doing Empty Fist and getting the energy back. So this would take me down to 1, this would put me to 0, then back up to 2, and then if I defend again, that will be 13 block, and I can do 15 damage and block all the incoming damage. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I will do that. Defend first, just to make sure. And then strike. There's no point playing the Miracle because I don't need to defend. And I'm really just trying to save this Miracle so next turn, if I'm lucky enough to draw my Lesson Learned, then I can try to get an upgrade out of it. That would be unbelievable. So we will end the turn. And we got the Lesson Learned. Now, if I Eruption, Miracle, Lesson Learned, that will do it. Yeah. Alright. And we upgraded Defend, which is fantastic. Really, upgrading anything is great, but getting a use out of that card immediately after I bought it from the merchant is fantastic. Makes me feel really good about buying it, because now it's just like that was an upgrade that I got. And like I said, you buy it, you get that card early, and it really does work for you, at least in my experience. Alright, so here are my choices. I do get Brilliance, which is a rare card, and it's fantastic in that it does more damage based on your mantra. Now, however, I don't have anything that gives me mantra, but at the end of the day, this is still 1 energy for 12 damage, which is very, very nice. Discard is fun for doing a little bit of everything. However, I'm not in a place where playing a bunch of 0 cost attacks is super useful. I'm actually, and again, I bought one of these cards and I love this card, but I think this card, it's just too strong to pass up because it could scale up heavily, and even if it doesn't, it's 1 for 12, which is better. It's 2 attacks for, you know what I mean, for half the energy. It's, yes, thank you. Alright, let's take on this, and okay, so we get the beloved banana donut box. Alright, so obviously I don't need the banana. What does Regret do? This is, you know what, I could do this to get the, I shaved off max hit points, so this would put me higher on max hit points, which is nice. Give me a little bit more cushion. But this particular curse, let me look at the map. Where's a merchant? You know, like how soon can I remove that? Here, if I go through the tough elite, but only there. So for me, to be honest, like I actually like this to get the relic. The problem is the Watcher retains a lot of cards. They have that ability to retain, like the Miracle, for example. And so Regret works against that by disincentivizing me to retain cards. So I'm just going to take the donut. I'm going to take the safe way out of this. And then I'm going to swerve left to get this extra campfire. Wow, look how ridiculous. I could have done this then to get rid of the curse. That's too bad. I didn't know this would be here. I am going to take this, though, and remove a card from my deck. And we will get rid of just a regular strike at this point. We've gotten better strikes already, so I can afford to do that. Now, I don't need to rest at all. We are going to be upgrading. Now, one thing I like to do when I upgrade is just see which cards reduce in energy, because that's just something that I really value. I'm only producing 3 energy per turn right now. So, for example, something like this, where it doesn't change the damage, but now it's a 1 for 9. I mean, 2 for 9 is nearly, not unplayable, but it's your whole turn. And to do your whole turn and leave yourself out in Wrath, it's almost useless without being in Calm or having a way to get out of the stance. But this makes this so much more playable, so that's probably where I'm going to go. I mean, this is nice, but this makes it 1 for 16, which is, you know, a killer. I think this goes up to, what, 13 for 2 still? 1 for 14 exit, and 1 for 9, and you get to scry an extra card. So no, I think right now this is my favorite upgrade for just giving me some more options. So let's check out the elite. So we get the Gremlin Knob. Okay, so this guy really hates it when I play skill cards. So let's try to do as much as we can here. Unfortunately, we drew really poorly for this first round where he's not going to hit us. However, in some ways, it's actually okay because 1, 2, 3 skills won't be played next round. Anyway, we only really have 2 plays here, which is just to hit him twice. I could enter Calm. Actually, I think I'll do that. I'm going to use my Miracle here to enter Calm so that if I do pick up my Wrath card, I can actually play it and get the 2 energy. And I don't want to play the Miracle this turn when he is going to buff up if I do. So here we actually have all attacks. So now I don't even have to, you know, worry about the pretense of blocking. If I do Wrath, I will take 12 damage from this dude and his debuff. Now, the thing to examine would be, can I kill this guy outright? So this will do 11, and I will exit Calm, and I will go down to 2 and then up to 4 energy. This will be doing 24, and he will be at 49. And so, do I have 25 on any of my other cards? No, but I could just play, you know, this is being too ambitious. I could play my other attacks and just kill this guy, I do believe here. So, if I, let's see, I have 18 and 32, so that's 40, 50. Yeah, that just kills him with these 3 cards here. Let me see this, though. Oh, no, I miscounted. I have more energy, so I could actually just do 18 and 16, 34, 54, 60. That is so nice. All right, I'll do this. I don't even care. And then this, and then we get to upgrade a card. Boom. See, I mean, and that's the kind of insanity that the Watcher can do if you are able to stance dance when you need to, right? I mean, to kill the Gremlin Knob turn 2 is amazing, right? And so we got to upgrade a card too. It was like insult to injury. So we upgraded the card. We got 32 gold. We got the Sundial, which is cool, and a weak potion, and we get to add a card. Oh, and we were also, that's right, we were buffed out with the Sling of Courage. I mean, that made the fight possible. I think we had enough strength without it, enough damage potentially without it, but either way, awesome. This is okay, but I don't have many ways to get into Calm and or too many incentives to really stay there. I mean, I have in my deck, I've got Vigilance, and that's the only enter Calm card I have. So, you know, I can't just depend on this. Having some AoE would be helpful, and it's 0, so that's very nice. This is a really cool card for balance in terms of making sure you get what you need. So I do like this a good bit. But I think I'm just going to take the free damage for now. I'm going to definitely Smith at this fire. And let's see here. What does this go to? 8? Let me think here. I feel like it's, you know, this is +5 damage. This goes to 16, so it's +4. This is only +3, but if I have just more than one enemy, it is then +6. I'm actually going to do this because of how it scales. Now, I'm doing good on elites. And so it's a question of, do I want to go here and then go this path over? Or do I want to go up this way? This way would get me the extra elite. I think I'm going to get nuts and go this way. Alright, so we can get the blue candle or the sapphire key. Now, it's very, very early on. I'm not going for the heart right now with this character. I don't understand it well enough. But if I took this sapphire key and then defeated... No, I'm not going for the heart. We'll take the blue candle. That's fine. Alright, then we will go to this campfire and smith. I mean, we are just upgrading our deck insanely here. Now, I'm going to be fighting an elite. So let's think about, like, what's the best play for that. I think I like actually getting the extra block on Vigilance, just because I do play this card, and making it meaningful. Okay, great. I'm really glad that I buffed up my hit everything, given this lineup. Okay, so this fight will get messy, but I do have the strength buff. And I have a small deck, so there's a very good chance that I'll get to shuffle my deck. However, these guys are going to put a bunch of cards in my deck, so maybe not. Alright, anyway. So these sentries, they alternate. So what that means is this guy's going to attack this round, and then Sentry 1 and Sentry 3 will attack next round, and then they will flip-flop their attack and debuff status. And what they do is put a bunch of cards in your deck that slow you down. Cards that just can't do anything. So we need to do as much as we can. What I like to do is try to take one down as fast as possible. I can Vigilance, Empty Fist to get the energy bonus play, and then that will give us enough block to absorb this hit entirely. So first of all, that has to happen. Now, I want to kill one, and the hard round generally is when two of them are attacking, because that's a lot to block, and then you get behind because you're trying to block so much and you can't do enough damage. So what I want to do instead here is I want to kill this one because it has 38 hit points. This one has 40. So I want to try to kill this one so next turn I can kill it and only be taking damage from one. So we will do this and exit the stance and get 2 more energy, which we can use. I'll take this. I'm actually going to kill this one so that I avoid the debuff as well and just have less cards in my deck. It's kind of like a gross overkill because I'm going to put it down to 2. But it also won't get to metallicize, so okay. Anyway, we kill one, and we blocked entirely that, and then we get to dazed cards. Now we got 9 coming in, and I can defend plus to absorb 8. So that's fantastic. But first, I'm going to try to kill this one because it will attack next round, and I don't have enough in the tank to kill this one this round. So I'm going to cut through Fate and see if we can get anything. Well, you know, fine. At least we get rid of those cards. The nice thing about Cut Through Fate on a fight like this is you can scry and see the dazed cards and just pitch them. But I don't have that many days cards to even deal with right now. I'm going to Consecrate, hit them both. And then I could play both of these cards and take no damage, but that's not really worth it just to protect myself from 1 when I can be doing 8 to this guy and potentially lining up a kill shot next turn. So we get 2 dazed cards and we take 1. What's cool about this fight is because he's not actually attacking, I can afford to just go into Eruption and then kill him with this, and then next turn I will have so much damage online. So now I'm taking nothing. And whatever. Let's go. So we get 2 dazed cards. Oh, are we going to get the chance to? Yes, we are. Whatever. It does not matter right now because I'm going to kill you, but I get to upgrade a card again. Another strike. I mean, this is going very, very well in terms of getting that upgrade rare card when I need it. And just lesson learning all over. Oddly Smooth Stone is insane. So nice to have some dexterity. So now when we enter an elite fight, I mean, we were already getting 2 strength, but we also get this dexterity, and we could even quaff this if we were worried. We get the Emerald Key, we get a Fire Potion, and we can add a card. Okay. These 2 are really nice. I mean, how many Scry cards do I actually have? I have 1. Okay, so I can only really scry with 1 card, so this isn't great right now. I mean, I could swerve towards scrying, but I like this card because it just will allow me to draw cards if I need them. Alright, so we're going to actually go over here. I don't have that much money for the merchant, but maybe they've got something on sale that's tremendous. Interesting. This is okay. I mean, it gets nuts if you're in Wrath, but I find this to be hard to set up. Honestly, let me look at my deck. I think there's a good argument for just keeping it, because especially because I have the Sundial, to just remove this strike and keep the deck really, really lean. If I do that, I still have plenty of attack cards because I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack cards. Although maybe I could remove a defend because of the sanctity that I have here, as you know, just strictly a better defend card. And I don't want to have too much defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defense cards. 6 defense cards. Yeah, I'm actually going to remove a basic defend. That's fine. Okay, thank you. And we will take this elite. And it's another Gremlin Knob. Okay, so we don't get the huge benefit of having a, the Calm into Wrath combo right out the gate. But I've got this Fire Potion that can... Hopefully I can just use all of this to dust this dude next turn. So we're looking for the round 2 kill again. Oh, and we got it with Lesson Learned. How amazing is this? Alright, so... I think I can Vigilance, and then this does 24. So this will do 11. And then that will take you down to 46. And then I can do... 24. I just miss it. The fire potion doesn't quite do it. Oh no, but I've got miracle, so I can miracle. Yes, I've got it. Okay, great. Forgot about my extra. Alright, so we will then cut through fate. And, you know, just, well, yeah, pick a card. And then, I mean, this is a huge waste of a fire potion, but it allows me to upgrade a card. So, it's great. Brilliance, perfect. That's a good one to upgrade. Wow, and we got the Happy Flower. Yes. Alright, so we are really, really looking good. Deal 10 damage, shuffle a Through Violence into your draw pile. That's pretty good. It sucks unupgraded. But this isn't super strong. I mean, I guess you get to save it for when you need it. No, I'm going to take this. Okay. And we got ourselves a cultist. So, unfortunately, we got lesson learned in the first turn. Can't really do much about that. I will enter Calm just to get us ready for a big old second turn here. Maybe we can get a nice takedown. We can exit the stance. And then Brilliance. The cool thing about Sanctity as well is that it combos with a skill. Just like the crippling attack that they have. And so you can just use your Miracle as the skill to combo this and then get the block and the cards. And I don't even care about the block too much. I'm just trying to draw enough damage to kill this. Alright, so I've got 9 damage here. And then this will give me 2 energy and I'll go up to 4. And then I do 16, which is 25. And then I'm down to 3 energy again. And 22 damage left to do. Here's 7 of that, and then 2 energy and 15 left to do, and then I Miracle Sanctity and hope that I get enough damage, basically. Okay, 1, 2. Ooh, and the cool thing is, with my Sanctity, I'll be able to do this and set up the card that I get. So, for example, I can't have this card right now. But I can have Eruption. That's a great card to draw. So then... let's see. Well, Eruption's not so good right now. I need to do this, and then see if... there we go. Yeah, there's enough damage just right there. Okay, goodbye. Alright, so let's look at what we got. Prostrate is a cool card, especially because I have Brilliance that can benefit from this. Let's see, Perseverance. A little Sisyphus action here. Gain 5 block when you retain. So it's like a block that you can sandbag and it pumps up. I am going to go with this because I like Mantra. It's such an awesome... It's very, very nice to have 3 stances online, in my opinion. I'm going to go over here. It doesn't really matter. And Smith up. And... I think I want to upgrade this just because doing 2 for 10 sucks. 2 for 15 is much better, and then you get, you know, the benefit. Okay. Alright, so he's doing nothing right now except thinking about how he's going to summon his guy, you know, little spirits around him and hurt me. So I think it's very fair. Oh, I got the extra energy from Happy Flower that I'm starting with. So I'm actually going to Miracle and then Sanctity and just draw the cards now and see what I got. So I can Prostrate to get some Mantra going on. And then I'm just going to, unfortunately, I don't have the ice cream cone, so I just can hit it and be done. Okay, so here comes a whole bunch of damage. So Eruption is not in the cards. I also don't have any block, but this is a great time. This guy has no artifacts, so if I weaken him, we reduce this a lot. It goes down from 36 to 24. And then I could use my Dex Potion. Now, I'm probably going to use it. You know, the fight is going to last a while, so I might as well. This is the most damaging round that I'm going to have to contend with for a bit, so it's kind of not reflective of all the damage that I'm going to take. But anyway, I am going to use this, just, you know, because I figure I probably will use it later, and I might as well then just use it now to soak up as many hit points as I can. Alright, and then I'm going to play this to get the Through Violence online, and then pump that out there, and that's good. So we do take some damage, but see, he gets much gentler next round, and then we could do some pretty awesome things right here. I'm probably going to save this for a better circumstance. Let's do this and see if I can get, oh, I only had, I had no cards to draw anyway, so we got a Sundial Tick. And we got this again, actually, which is pretty interesting. You know, the question will be, do I want to defend and then strike, or do I want to put another Through Violence in my hand, or in my deck? It's only 4 damage. It's not catastrophic. And he's going to debuff me with something. And I would only... Yeah, I only would do 6 damage, so that's just terrible. I'm going to retain this and not play it. Alright, and he just burns me, so whatever, that's fine. Okay, so now he's doing 6 damage, which we can block with 1 block card, because he's still weakened, thankfully. And I can't get into a stance, so we'll just defend first to get that out of the way. And then Empty Fist, Strike, Consecrate, Retain Through Violence. Okay. Here we go. This is the turn that we were looking for. He's only doing 6, so we can easily just enter Wrath, and then 40, 40, and then, you know, we could defend Sanctity and one of our last 2 cards, and we would actually get a Prostrate, which unfortunately we would lose this, but we would get to pump it up and get some block, so this is pretty cool. So let's defend and then combo into Sanctity and then play the Prostrate, and then be done. And then now there's a chance that we actually draw that. Now remember, it's really cool, it actually remembers the last action that you played the previous round, so you can combo this again if you want it. Now I don't need to block right now, but he's not doing anything, so I need the cards, so I need to play this just for the cards. I'm going to Consecrate, just do the damage now. Cut Through Fate, do some damage. Sweet, so we can just, you know, get rid of a card like this and this, to be honest, and hopefully the card that we draw is actually better. Ooh, are we going to get to do this? If I do 18 to you, it'll take you down to 15, and then this will only do 10. So unfortunately, we won't get to do this to upgrade. I need to play this first, and then this. That is too bad. But that's the only way to do it and win right now. So let's just do it. Let's just win. Alright, so we get 102 gold and we get to add a card. So we will certainly not add this because we already have one. Whenever a card is created during combat, upgrade it. So, for example, I do have Reach Heaven, so then every time it makes it through violence, it would upgrade that, which is pretty nice, to be perfectly honest. But I don't have anything else that makes a card right now. Ragnarok is cool, but it's kind of never less than 3 energy and not easy to control, and I don't have any artifacts except for this that give us strength, and that's only against elites. So I kind of want to... Yeah, I was going to say, can you get this for 0? Okay, cool. I'm going to try that out, and then here's our relics. Ectoplasm is fantastic for energy, but it crushes your gold. Elites drop additional relic. The Black Star actually might put in some work for us, given the fact that we have the sling. So we could, you know, elite snipe even more on the floor 2 to try to get some extra relics. And then the tiny house is, you know, just fine. We have no potions. 50 gold is fine. Upgrading a card and obtaining a card are also okay. I gotta tell you, it's probably between these two. I like this a lot better later. I don't like taking gold completely off the table, but an extra energy is an extra energy. I think I'll go ahead and take this Black Star and try to elite snipe on floor 2. Alright, so that is the end of, you know, the first act. So we have finished Act 1, and now we are in Act 2, the city, and we are going to be fighting our good buddy. Here, it's not the champ, so I'm happy about that. And let's see. The starting area, we have, this path has 2 fires that we can take. But then so does this, and then this actually goes to 3 extra fires for a total of 4. So this path looks good. Here's an elite. We can get elite here, elite here. That's 2 elites, and then we could actually go over here, 3 elites, and then 4 elites. So I'm looking at this and I see 1 fire, 2 fires, 1, 2, 3. So we would go this path here, 1 elite, and then 1 fire, 2 fire, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, and then we could cut over here, 3 and 3, 3 and 4, and 4 and 4. So that is going to be the play. This is 3 events, unknowns or whatever, and then I could get a hallway fight, and then an unknown. I think I like this, going into this elite for now. Just keeping my deck a little leaner potentially, and hopefully we can get a home run on one of these. So I'm going to start here, and we get our buddy the Shelled Parasite, which is fine, and we will continue this run from this spot in the next episode. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and working through my befuddled thought process as I try to get better at this class and ascend all the way up, potentially, you know, as high as I can go, and have a good time learning my friend Slay the Spire all over again. If you enjoyed the video, please check out the channel. There's many more videos on many more games. Give it a subscribe, and I will be continuing to progress on this run, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks again. Take care, everybody.